Rows of factories along one of the industrial zones in Lagos all shut down. Even some multinationals are gone. And it's not just limited to Lagos. Many other parts of the country are also seeing a mass exodus of industries. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria says more than 750 factories shut down last year alone, with about half of that number going into distress.
Those industries that had to close shop, some of them just couldn't establish any link between input and output. There was no way they will continue to produce and make profit. And in that case, it is just best for you to shut down and probably wait for a more clement environment for you to be able to operate. And those ones that are distressed are also looking forward to the emergence of a situation that is conducive for them to regain full production. In all of this, you will discover that even those who are alive have had to restrain their capacity utilization to something between 50 to 55%, while retaining the same number of staff and expending the same amount on utilities. So you can see that the sector, whichever way you look at it, have actually come under a lot of stress.
It's hardly surprising. Nigeria's economy has been struggling over the past few years. The removal of a costly petrol subsidy and the floating of the naira has eroded purchasing power. Manufacturers were also going to be hit in such a climate.
The manufacturing sector is one that responds very quickly to whatever is happening in the macroeconomic environment and shocks, both external, that's those from outside of the country, and internal, those that have happened in the domestic economy. You will recall that just before this administration came in, we experienced very serious issues about our currency transition. We also witnessed the escalation in cost of inputs, including diesel, and also massive load shedding in electricity and even collapse of the national grid. So all these factors combined to impact on manufacturing business, and so we suffered a heavy blow.
And as factories disappear, so do jobs. One report by the country's manufacturing body puts the number of jobs lost in the sector in the first half of 2023 at over 3,000. Many more have undoubtedly gone in the 9 months since then.
It is inconceivable that you are going to import your raw materials, your machines, and your spare parts for production at the duty rate that we are applying now. There is need for a freeze on the rate of assessing the import duty for production inputs. I think that one we need to do yesterday. And this is to allow, one, for manufacturers to be able to improve on their capacity utilization. It's going to help to bring down the cost of their products. And it is going to allow for a reflation of the process. That's the first thing. The second thing is that because of the inadequacy of power, many manufacturers have resorted to the use of gas. We have one of the highest prices of gas in the world. That has to stop. And the rate at which it is calculated is at the prevailing high rate of exchange. That also has to stop. Government has to intentionally address these challenges for the production of goods in Nigeria.
The government says it is working to rejuvenate the manufacturing sector and get it back firing on all cylinders again. Local manufacturers say they want that to happen as quickly as possible to stop the trend of factory closure in the country. DG Bademasi, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.